All right, welcome back, Fignfruit Nursery and Orchard. We're out in the outside orchard here in southern Illinois. Got figs getting ripe all over the place. See, they're drying on the tree. No problem. Drying on the tree. Hardy Chicago. Let's get this one opened up here and see what it looks like. Probably shouldn't eat any more. I've eaten too many already today. But, ooh, look at that. Pretty tasty. Might have to send somebody out here to pick figs. Nice thick cherry. But when you got the right weather, you can let them hang on the tree and ripen without problem. See what else is ripening down through here. That's Saliki Deutsch. There's Plainfield. It's got some drying on a tree. The Trace Displace from Dieback. How about that? Starting to dry on the tree. Oh, I'm gonna be bad, and it's not as dry as the Hardy Chicago was, but looks pretty good. Trace Displace. Oh wow, that's pretty tasty. I don't even know how to describe it. It's got a cherry flavor, but it's a sweet cherry flavor, but it also had this peppery melon flavor. Very unique. I don't know how to describe it. Man, I wish I had another one now. Let's try this one. It might not be quite as ripe. I know this ain't supposed to be a tasting, but a lot more table sugar flavor in that one. Not as red. Hadn't hung as long either. That's got some, tastes like, almost like honey, cherry, melon flavor. Really tasty. This is Super Red Hybrid. Hasn't started ripening yet. Here's a Pellegrino. Not quite yet, but getting close. This is a Celeste. Ain't got nothing on it yet. Going down through here. This is Osborne Prolific. Got a fig on it. I don't know if it'll ripen. Nothing there. Pingo de Mayo, nothing. Maybe we'll get down here to Teramo and find something. How about this one? This is not Teramo. Don't see nothing ready there. Oh yeah, looky here. There's a little Teramo down here. Got a little black butt. Whoop, I dropped it. Where'd it go? There it is. Teramo. Real light table sugar, brown sugar actually. Kind of a brown sugar honey flavor. A little bit of melon. No Scotch yellow. No sultane. Nothing on the apple pie. It's got figs, but not ripening. Here you go. Longed out. Oh yeah, that one's good and ripe. I think this is a good fig for this area. Mm. Nice, sweet berry. Very tasty, chewy skin. Long day out. All right, so the brown turkey and the white Maasai ain't got nothing on it. Neither does the LSU champagne. This is, let's see if maybe this LSU Tiger, I don't think it had any figs on it. I mean, it got some late, but I don't see any on it. Seeing what else we can find down through here. This is LSU Allier. Just got down putting some fruit on, so that ain't worth nothing. Here's one that's got some figs. This is Naples Yellow. I doubt it'll ripen. Holiday Salice, and it does have some on it. Let's see, maybe. This is Dead Cat 7, hasn't got nothing on it. None of these have anything on it. Here's that Brunswick I had planted out here. Looks like maybe it's starting to, starting to ripen some figs. And then some of them are doing that, just exploding. It's kind of the reason it ain't like it's been raining. So there's no reason for them to just explode like that. Let's see if this one here is edible. Yeah, it's got a kind of a dry spot down in there. Kind of just a sweet, gelatinous melon, got a little peachy flavor to it. Brunswick. All right, let's go see what else we can find to look at the greenhouses. All right, we're in greenhouse number 2. mt.enta, the minor, is starting to ripen. Kind of got a little bit, not sure if it got too dry or what happened there. I had a couple of them. It's cold weather's been we've been having some cool nights. Some of them don't mind it and some of them do. And I've also been dialing everybody's water back to try to get them ready for the winter. So, you know, if you don't have a crop done by the time we get to here, I need you to start hardening off. Because, like, here's a good example. This is Black Celeste, but it's getting there quickly. I need it to finish hardening these off for cuttings. And that also helps make it way hardier. So, all right, been getting some of them. For sure, the Black Celeste, hopefully as the tree matures, this is its first year from dieback, that we'll get more figs. The LSU Tiger from dieback starting to ripen. This one was planted this year. Crema de Mora, we've done talk about it. It ain't worth talking about. Moro de Caneva, no problem ripening from dieback. And I realize we're in a greenhouse, but this thing was just a roof, an open all winter. So even though it didn't rain in here on it, it still pretty much had the full blunt of the winter on top of them in here. Other than they just didn't get snow on them. Because I left the ends open, it was just a roof. I did not close it off. I didn't have none of these frames up or nothing. This is honey plum. I've had one off of it. Maybe I'm going to get one more. It dropped the rest of its crop. It kind of don't ripen very good. Blue Princess. You can see there's been some questions about Blue Princess. But I want you to see how mine is shaped. I don't know if I'm going to get to ripen it this year. But as you can see, they're kind of an elongated purple fig. I don't expect them to be very big. Maybe the size of that, or maybe like Bertolino. I've only had one off of this before I planted it, and then it got rejuvenated, so the reason I didn't have any pictures, but that's Blue Princess, and it is blue. This is an unknown that I believe to be Negron. Looks like it's setting some more fruit. This is the Trace Displace. I started this from cutting this year. It was just put in the ground. It's got a few figs on it. I wondered if I'd get lucky and get it to ripen a few. Paul Kurt Negra. I've yet to get any to ripen this year. Over here you got Iranian Candy. Now these are all from dieback, so it's got figs on it. I don't know if it's going to get time to ripen. This is one I planted, Ham Ram. It's on dark as a dropper. My crazy Campanera that growed the wrong way. This is the way you want them to grow, just not out in the aisle. You want them to grow that way over here. But if you go way back in some of my videos, you'll find where I broke one of these limbs one day trying to shape it. So I just quit, and it's just doing its thing, and we'll make do with whatever we get. All right, so this over here is my Bertolino I was talking about. See how they're kind of elongated, and I think that it's Blue Princess is more of a blue version of this. All right, so Moscatel Preto. I thought I had seen one where it was a ripen, and I don't see it now. Something might have got it. Cheeto Beak is done. Haven't got anything off of Black Zadar. Black Madeira KK's been ripening some figs. Basilica Seca's done. Pina Pina's been ripening some tasty figs. Morona Costa's not common. Parrot Jolina put on a second crop of main crops. Santa Rosa's still got some figs it's ripening. Norday Barbantane. It's set late, but that's okay. It does got figs on it. Probably won't get to ripen this year, but we'll get some new growth. We can train this one this way and this one this way, and we'll cut the old wood out and make new trees with it. Raven DeCalci has been ripening a few. Look how ripe that one is. Woo! I shouldn't eat any more. This is GM304 growing like crazy out in the aisleway. Caldedom Ramada's ripening a little bit. Portugal 80. It's set some more. Unfortunately, won't get those. De La Castilla. It didn't fruit at all, but I got one in the greenhouse that I grafted, LSU Purple, that I've been getting figs off of it. LSU Brandy seems to be the same as LSU Scott's Black. My new I-258. This is Ondata. My Griste St. Gede said it's done, even though it wasn't done fruiting. The last figs that it's ripening, it's just decided it was going to throw its leaves. Kind of like my Caldedom Catati. It does this to me every year, it seems like. It just decides when it's right at the end, when it's making a last push to ripen, all of its figs, it just pitches most of its leaves. And it should have plenty of access to water. I mean, it's rooted into the ground, and look how green the grass is, and it's been watered every week. So just some of them are doing that. Figo Roxo. Here's another one that's done it. Apple Pie. It got down to one last fig and it just quit. Galicia Negra. Now it'd still keep going. It don't care. And it's okay. It's like, I still got one fig I'm gonna stick in, you know. So our weather gets real crazy here this time of year. Let's go see what else we can look at. All right, we are in greenhouse number 1. This one's done well. White Adriatic. Starting to get a turkey here too. Just I pulled one off today to share with some company. A fellow figster stopped by to visit, and I had one on there that had been hanging and ripening. I got to let him have that, see how he liked it. White Madeira is still cranking. The whole inside of the tree is pretty much out of fruit, so we're starting up the outsides now. I have not picked yet this evening. This is Norilla. It's getting on up there toward the top, starting to finish off. Gorgeous Oak Grease it's starting to crank out some figs here and there. It don't look like it's got a lot on it right now, but I've been picking quite a few off of it. LSU Allier is trying to ripen its last few, 4 or 5 per branch that it has. Some of it has 7 or 8, but it's trying to finish up. Coral Black it's got a few more on it, but I've been picking quite a few of these, and they have a little longer hang time. You know, they take probably about 8 days to ripen out where you can pick them. Black Mantazina, it's got a few green figs left on it, and it's not a heavy fruiter, but I mean, we're up above my head, probably 7 foot there, 8 foot. Smith, there's still some figs in here, but it's not like it was. And there we are, up 8 foot above my head. We're picking way up in there now. You can see them. Yellow long neck is starting into its mass ripening cycle, where it like does a big dump of figs and just ripens a whole bunch at once. And that's what they do when they first start to ripen. They just start turning yellow, and then they start swelling up, getting bigger and bigger. Called a Dom Nori, starting to get on some figs. More yellow long neck. Called a Dom Blanca Negra. It's still got some on it, but not like this Cavalieri. It's still got figs everywhere, and it's got figs ripe. It's got figs to ripen, and figs everywhere ripening. Everywhere you look, there's figs ripening. So, really like it. We're gonna hopefully get at least 50%, it looks like. Depends on how much longer the season lasts. Bass's favorites, making a push to finish up. Still got a few green ones left on it, but once these ripe ones here are gone, there'll only be about a half a dozen left. Called a Negra de Agde. This is a really nice little fairy fig. It's not a Mount Etna. It's very unique. And it's making a push to ripen a bunch of figs right now. You can see kind of everywhere down through there. You can just kind of see that there's figs ripening. Super Jumbo, still got quite a few on it. It's still ripening. Starting to get the biggest majority of the green Michigorinskas picked, and the ones that the eyes have been like that have been good figs. But these ones down through here that the eyes tend to want to open up on them, they're not worth eating. You have to throw them away. Like there's one right there. You'll just have to throw it away. It'll have SWD. This is Constantine de Algérie. They're doing good in here. It didn't have a heavy crop on it, but it is starting to ripen. Most of it's trying to get its crop together. Green Miskerinska on the end. Down here it's ripening its crop out down here. Zillion XP still getting figs. I'd say it's 50%. Look at that. I wonder what done that. Something attacked that. I have to throw that away. Red Shram. It started to tune its size down some now. So I've been getting a few more of them, but you know, sometimes it don't. Look how big that thing is. Huge. Huge. I like them more that size. All right. Super Red Hybrid. Got quite a few on it ripening. Called it on Gigantina. Got some here or there and yonder ripening. I've picked 2 of the mutantes off here. There's a beauty. Got some beautiful stripes on it. Called it on mutante. Very pretty fig. Easing on down through here. Oh, there's a Smith we squashed. Have to eat that. Done that walking through here, I would say. YOLO bypass. Just been getting started to pick several off of it. It's a pretty tasty yellow fig. If you like yellow figs. Probably shouldn't have done that because now it's going to get sap on it. Yep, just have to eat it. Wipe the sap off of it and go for it, right? I've already overdone it on figs anyway today, so why not eat a few more? Bordesotinka. Called it on Bordesotinka. Here's that YOLO. So good. Got that strawberry cherry cinnamon flavor. Love it. It's our Firo. Just really kind of getting started. Black Greek Marius. Kind of trying to put on its last. Starting to get way on up in the air there. This is De La Senior, or Del San Juan Ron. There you go. Starting to get some here and there off of it. No, I'm hoping that we get a big portion of them. It's just, you know, it's just the 7th of September, so it's still pretty early. We still got 3 or 4 weeks of good weather before it goes south. So, all right, let's walk over to the last greenhouse. All right, we're going to ease down through the middle of this. There is not much left. Golden Rainbow is still ripening some. I've been still getting a few of these Del San Juan Rons off of here, but it's only got 3 or 4 left. Here's maybe 6. About done. Black Mantazina, about done. Got 4 or 5 on it. Most of these are all done down through here. You can see they're kind of like, yeah, we're done. Long Day Out's putting on some last of its ripening out. Montanica Ramada Reverts ripening out its crop pretty good right now. So is Black Tuscan. Got quite a few on it ripening out. La Bourgeoisie is finishing up. Roller from Ponds has not started. Waiting. Here's a Smith that's got one last fig on it. Here's Brocolette ripening out right now. What else we got down through here? Looks like Brianzola Rosa's just down to its last fig. Been picking some off of this Violet Dauphine. It's kind of interesting. I don't have anything else like it. Honestly, I was surprised that it's not something else. Easing on down through here. This is a big purple honey fig. Getting some nice size figs on it right now. This is VDS. Bergen Unknown finishing out, as well as Portuguese Yellow and Gambino. Robato's kind of quitting. So is Briscoe Rosso. It's finishing out. It's got some left. Most of these others down through here are all empty. Dale's Ermicons is still got a lot of figs to ripen. Morday Caneva's finishing up. The Rajah's mostly done. Again, it's got a few left, but see what else is down through here. Maltese Beauty, about finished. It's got a few, but about finished. So is Secret's finishing its last bit up. Miss Grinska 10's done. There's another black Mantazina that's finishing up. Called a Dom Blanc is ripening. Getting some off of, let's see here, that's another black Mantazina. It's about finished. Easing on down through here, see what else there is. Perpone, it's about to be done. Still getting the Stella Castel. It's now that it's cold, it's splitting at the eye. I've noticed that sometimes the cold weather makes them split at the eye like that. My Unknown Purple looks like it's about done. Giving it up. Here's that Brocolette again. Raven DeCalce's last couple. I believe that's about it. Everything else is pretty much given up, saying kaput. This is a Brooklyn White. Let's have one last look. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Wow. Got kind of a texture like an orange. Got a nice berry flavor. Some sweet, sugary notes. Really good fig. Brooklyn White. That's my first one. All right. So, I like to take this time to thank everyone that's been following along on this channel, and all of those that's come out and bought trees, ordered trees, drove countless hours and come to farmers markets and supported this venture. I mean, without you guys, it would be hard to maintain it, believe me. But I hope to be bringing more trees to sale in the next years to come, and expanding this into more tree sales and more fruit sales and more cutting sales and more varieties. And, you know, we'll just see how it goes. There'll be more for everybody at a reasonable price. And thanks for following along. You have a good day.